Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Nigerian Nerd. On the microphone, as usual, is Oche Young Jollof Edache. But then again, you already knew that because I'm assuming you are a subscriber. And if you aren't a subscriber, then please go subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe. Help us grow this content. It helps us out a lot. Without further ado, let's hop into the subject of today's video, which is Matt Reeves' The Batman, featuring Robert Patterson as the aforementioned protagonist. Robert Patterson, for those of you who don't know, was the lead protagonist or the lead star in the Twilight movies, which got a lot of hate and a lot of love. I was one of the people that hated it, and I'm glad to say that I gave Robert Patterson a second chance because, boy, my guy killed it to the high heavens and back. I was waiting for this. I was hoping that my dude would represent. He's not my dude, but he represented. He is a Batman that is tortured, a Batman that is cold, a Batman that has no love in his heart, no form of there's no expression. It's just about the job. He's broken, he's traumatized, and he channels all of that negative energy into being vengeance. He is, as in his own words, the shadows. And that leads to my only gripe with this film, which is that there is no stealth. Like, Batman just walks into rooms and just murks fools, breaks bones, takes gunshots to the chest, punches, and I like all of that, but almost sometimes enter window small now, climb through the roof, take somebody, choke him out. Like, that's why I want Batman. When you see Batman, you want to see part ninja, part street fighter. But here, all we got was a street fighter. He wasn't even a martial artist. My dude was a brawler. There was no artistic expression in the way he fought. Catwoman had that, which leads me to Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Yo, that casting choice could not have been more perfect. I didn't think she was going to do such a good job. She carried her character with confidence. She was efficient. The way she moved, like the way she brought out things, like if she wants to get out like a gun or a picture or a phone, she was so efficient. And the ways in which she moved, like the first fight scene that she had, it was so well done that I just genuinely believe she did her own stunts. Even the first time they showed her on screen, look at Babe's traps. For those of you who don't know, traps are these muscles that you have between your shoulder and your neck. Her traps were defined. My babe has been training. She took this role seriously, and it shows. All the supporting characters in this movie were excellent. Commissioner Gordon was excellent. Catwoman was excellent. Carmine Falcone was excellent. Everyone was excellent. The story was good, and Matt Reeves did a very good job of juggling several different plot points, but it never really overwhelmed you. There was everything happening with the GCPD. There was everything happening with Batman. There was everything happening with the city, but it all felt held together nicely. My man handled the pacing of this movie with poise and precision and experience. I enjoyed it. Why don't we talk about the villain? Why don't we talk about the villain, the Riddler? The Riddler, right? Imagine you remember how we talked about nerds in the last episode and how nerds have been caged, we always just get made up fun of, and then one day we got our day in the sun, and now nobody can get enough of us. Like, we're making money, we're doing good. Imagine if that time never came. Imagine if nerds were still the guys that spent all their time in the library, were virgins, never had sex, never had fun, just got bullied all their lives, and one day they just snapped. That's what you get. The Riddler is just pure brain, no brawn. The times where he has to use brawn, it's completely instinctual and primitive. Like, he just uses all his strength. There's no finesse, there's no poise. It's all that rage, all that anger, all that insanity, which is the underlying theme for every single villain that Batman has. Insanity. Batman doesn't have superpowered foes. They have powers, but underlying all of them, the common denominator is insanity. And this movie drives that point home. The entire city of Gotham, right, is just full of people who just want to rip each other off, who just want to backstab each other, and want nothing good for themselves. Like, everybody's just trying to survive day by day. The entire police force is corrupt. The people are corrupt. And Batman stands as a singular figure to try and oppose this norm. And I think they nailed it, man. I think they actually freaking nailed it. Now, the cinematography of this film was 10 over 10. That was the thing that actually stood out to me first of all, because there was this thing that Matt Reeves did where he had these close-up shots where the camera would be right behind the person. So once they're walking into a room, the camera just sticks on them for like a second. But it creates so much intensity because it feels like you're the one walking into the room. Even during like the car chases, they would have cameras on like the tires of the car which is being chased, not the car that is doing the chasing. So you get really cool views of like the collisions, the turns, the swerves. Like, almost, some people have gone to school in this movie making thing, and it shows in this film. This film gets a 10 out of 10 for me, easily. Batman is inexperienced. He's not trying to show you that he knows. He's not the world's greatest detective yet, but he's a freaking amazing one. Like, he impresses me through the entire film. The villain was amazing. Everything was amazing. I just wish it had more stealth. The movie gets a 10 out of 10. New video comes out in 2 days. I know this ending was rather abrupt, but I just needed to get it out there real quick so you guys can go watch it yourselves. No spoilers. Next video will be out in a couple days. It's going to be about what you're seeing on the screen now, which might shock you. I got a tattoo yesterday. The tattoo artist is one of the coolest people I've met this year. His name is Dayo Gunoiki, aka D1. He's the younger brother of one of the best mixed martial artists in Abuja, and someone I've trained with severally. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy what's to come. Please, once again, subscribe. I love you, and peace.